Hi guys, here we are again. Okay, so today we're going to have a look at a Dragon 1/48 scale Master Series TA154 Mistel, which is main fuselage of a TA154 Moskito coupled with a standard Focke-Wulf 190 turned into a flying bomb. These were used against flying formations of bombers or against hard points like bunkers or critical dock facilities and that sort of thing. Now, just a word on that. This actual aircraft combination did not exist. On paper, this was proposed using the TA154 as the bomb, but it never actually took flight, so to speak. In fact, very few TA154s actually did take flight. Very late in the war. Needless to say, this is still going to be quite an interesting kit to put together. Alright, so let's have a look at the box first. Very nice colour artwork. On the side, you can see the configuration, decal sheet, 2 sheets of Photo Etch. Alright, that's what this seems to contain. Usual Dragon cautions, etc. On the other side, we have these are the actual model. Now, don't know if this is 3D CAD or actual photos, but it gives you a good idea of what the combination is going to look like when it's all put together. Okay, so needless to say, put that down there. It is quite a big box. Let's have a look and see what we've got inside. Right, instructions. That's a bit disappointing for a large box. I must admit I haven't actually put any Dragons kits together, but this might be standard for them. Blue parts not required. Basic colors. 4 different languages, not 5 different languages, sorry. Right, we'll have a look at those in a second. Okay, first we've got the card, 2 Photo Etch, and the clear parts. Because there's 2 aircraft, you're going to have 2 sets of canopies in this one. Focke-Wulf Ta154. Right. There we got the decals. Interesting. That would probably be the swastikas missing. Okay, it's an interesting cutout. Put that there. First Sprue wings. This is a Focke-Wulf and a TA. Alright, that gives you an idea of the size of this aircraft. That's my hand spread. So that's well, about 20 centimeters. Well done. Okay, that's TA154. Engines. Next Sprue. Next bag contains 4 Sprues, all duplicates, propeller blades, engines, wheels, etc. Okay, one little one, additional fuel tank for the Focke-Wulf. This looks like undercarriage and connections. Yep, definitely. Seats, etc. for possibly the Focke-Wulf. Next Sprue with a loose bit in it is the Focke-Wulf itself, followed by this is the front of the TA. This is the actual bit that goes bang, followed by 2 Sprues in one bag, which is the Focke-Wulf wings and wheel wells. Okay, and that is basically it. Alright, so I'll take all these out of the bag as usual, give you a look at the instructions, and then we'll have a look at the Sprues. Okay, Be with you in a second. Okay, here we are back again. Here we go for the instructions. As I said, blue parts, not required for this model. Kit number 5553. Color callouts. They give you the RLMs, so that's not too bad. Step 1, cockpit. Right. Even seats, details, color callouts for the instruments, etc. So this is the Focke-Wulf to start with. Alright, then we put the wheel well, engines, cockpit goes in, put the wings together. Okay, once the wings are together, next step 4, additional drop tank, wheels for the Focke-Wulf, etc. Then it all goes together. Gives you alternatives. Right. Propellers in 6, 7, 8 and 9 is just finishing off the Focke-Wulf 190 with the canopy, engine, etc. And then we move on to the TA 154 engines, wheels, propeller, wings. Add the engines to the wings. Add the tricycle, fixed tricycle undercarriage. And there we go. So that's pretty straightforward. It all just puts together in there. Let me see. And then it connects to the Focke-Wulf. And that's it. So back here, that's the Focke-Wulf. That's interesting. There is only a very basic instructions about putting the TA 154 fuselage together. Mostly deals with the engines and the wheels. Anyway, once we go through that, basic color scheme. Alright, standard Luftwaffe decal layout, and that's it. The simple and straightforward instructions. I would have expected something a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is, right guys? It is what it is. These are your decals, just enough decals for both aircraft, and that's it, nothing extra. Okay, I'll give you close-ups of these anyway. Alright, on with the sprues. Okay, here we are, time for the sprues. So first one is this. Okay, don't know if you can see it. I will give you close-ups of this. Is the TA 154 canopy. Looks nice and clear. You've got the 2 Photo Etch instrument panels. Okay, inside that'll be for the Focke-Wulf 190, and then you've got the canopy for the Focke-Wulf 190. I will give you close-up photos to show you how clear these are. Looking pretty good so far. Right. Alright, let's have a look. First up, wings. Recessed panel lines, fixed ailerons. Okay, so there's no fiddling around with those. Detail looks pretty good, nice and sharp. Panel lines look good. Yep, so that's the TA 154. TA154 body. Okay, that's the TA154 cockpit. Same again, not much in the way of lines on this. Okay, there's not much in the way of panel lines on TA154, although the details are quite sharp, so I like that. Instrument panel, nose you won't be using because this thing is a bomb, although these are the noses for the engines. My bad. Alright, so that's TA154. Alright, this is the 154 engines. Alright, rudders, suspension, detail looks crisp, not much in the way of flash or mold pips or anything. Okay, next is the Focke-Wulf 190. Again, recessed panel lines, bit of a ridge there where the tail joins, so that will have to be sanded down because that's definitely not correct. As you can tell, it looks like flash to me. In fact, it looks like the fuselage and the tail are made of different plastics on this Focke-Wulf. So someone who's made the Dragon Focke-Wulf might know better than me. Propeller blades. Looks like that'll be the 154 engine. One of those is in one of the bags. Alright, Focke-Wulf. Recessed panel lines. Again, there are some ridges on here which will probably need to be sanded down, but the detail is crisp. That looks very fragile. That's going to be a bit of a worry. But yep, as you can tell, fixed ailerons on the Focke-Wulf as well. Lots of holes for obviously the other variants. Here we go. Nice detail. This is the Focke-Wulf wheelbay. Very fine details. You have to be very careful with those. What else have we got? There we go. Suspension parts and also links between the two aircraft. Nice detail. Seat for the Focke-Wulf, pretty good. Focke-Wulf prop tank, same again. Recessed lines, nice and crisp. Very little flash, a little bit of flash on these, but not too bad. Right, TA154 bomb nose, looking good. These are the struts between the two aircraft. That's a critical thing to get right on this build, I'd say. And there are two sprues exactly the same on this one. These are TA154 engines, cowlings, aerials, propeller blades, ailerons, wheels. Alright, so naturally enough I will give you close-ups of all of these, and I think that's basically all we have. Yeah. Oh, one thing that was loose in the bag. Focke-Wulf. Focke-Wulf cockpit. Don't know if you can see that, but there, I'll give you a close-up of that anyway. Detail looks pretty good to me. Okay, and that's the sprues for that one. This kit was issued in, when was it issued? 2007. So it's a combination of a TA-154 Moskito and a Focke-Wulf 190. Right, and that pretty much brings us to the end of this review. If you ever wanted to put something together which is quite unique, definitely a Mistel. From what I can see, the detail's crisp, and this should actually build to be quite an awesome kit. This one, I can't remember how much it cost me. I believe it was around about $45, $50 Australian, I think, at the time. How much it retails for elsewhere, couldn't tell you, but honestly, for an unusual kit, definitely a standout on the shelf. When you compare it to other aircraft, definitely one that I would recommend buying. Looking forward to actually getting around to building this one day. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and hope you got something from it. See you later.